Hello, today I'm going to show you slip casting. We're going to use these plaster molds and some slip. Slip is very watery clay. We've added lots of water to it. Hopefully it doesn't have any chunks in it. Ideally it's totally smooth. This is what we should be using when we score in slip, but we use a toothbrush instead. I'm going to pour this into the mold, and I'm going to pour it so it fills the mold and just like a little bit more. You don't have to fill it as high as I am, but I want it to be as tall as it can be. Slip casting is nice because the clay takes a very precise shape. Before I set it aside, I'm going to tap it on the table to let the bubbles come up from the bottom. It's tricky. You can kind of see, maybe. No, you can't see it, but there are these little pinhole bubbles coming to the top because I tapped it. And we're just going to let that sit for a while. Okay, about 15 minutes have passed, and you can see that the level of the slip is starting to reduce, like it's sinking. The edge is starting to dry. At the moment, if I were to dump this out, this is pretty much how thick it would be. That's a bit thin. It'll be too delicate to pour it out now, especially this one. It's only got a tiny bit. But one thing I'm going to do is fill these back up to the top. So I'm going to tip this in here. When you're doing a slip cast, you don't have to fill it up beyond the rim like I've been doing. I just want to make this as big as possible. And then I'm going to wait 15 more minutes and check in on them again. It's been about 2 hours. Now I'm going to pour my slip back into the bucket. This area right here will eventually get scraped off. You can kind of see how that's going to look. The edges were about 1/4 inch thick before I dumped it out. Now it's got to sit for a day or two. This is when you want to take it out of the mold, when it's leather hard and it's starting to peel away from the side. I've taken the piece out of the mold. It's really round, so I have to attach a foot to keep it from rocking and rolling and tipping over. I don't have a finished version for you to look at on the video, but you can see it in the classroom.